Well, we got all of our disc brake components came in the mail from Hawk's 3rd Gen Parts. They carry a lot of the GM aftermarket parts and reproduction parts. There's our brake rotors. We got our flex lines. We got all the bracketry for assembling the disc brake conversion kit onto the rear axle. We've got here's our calipers, come already preloaded with pads, and here Max back here working on the rear of it. This is the 40 Plymouth rat rod project for those that are tuning in for the first time. But Mac about got that wheel ready to pull off. Yep. All right, he's rolling the wheel all the way out of the way. See how hard that drum is to, well, it come right off. Come off pretty easy. Make sure you have your glasses on so if you have a spring pop it won't put out an eye. But you got one off there. Those drum brake shoes were pretty wore down also, it looks like already in before. This is where the spring can be a projectile. Alright, you got one of the springs off, and once you get the first one off, it takes a little pressure off the second one. You might need a hammer here. Well, you just got it. So, you got his springs off. You'll have that ready to go. Alright, the disassembly is, once you get it apart, hopefully we'll be able to see what's going on behind. Okay, that old rear brake cylinder was going to have to be rebuilt, and instead of rebuilding those brake cylinders, we decided to go ahead and just make a conversion rather than having to do that. Oh, we've got the old emergency brake cables there. The kit came with new cables as well.
Done.
Okay, we're going to have to, on the back side of this, let me get around here where you can see the other side of it. We're going to have to take out that bolt there at the top that you can barely see in the top of the screen. Max is pointing at it there. When we remove that bolt, that will allow us to take the backing plate off the drum off, and then were it not for the new backing plate, we wouldn't have to pull the axle, but we're going to have to actually pull the axles out before we can put our new backing plate on. And it will be sandwiched, the bracket, that bracket sticking up will be sandwiched between two plates. One will support the caliper that will hold our the caliper that rides on the rotor. But at any rate, that's about all we have for this episode, and we'll see you next time when we're a little more into it.